and I live in that comfort.
I remember a phrase that you said yesterday about the gospel is practical.
The story behind that is kind of embarrassing because I remember when I was a pastoral intern, I was training to be a pastor, and the supervisor would always just blast my sermons. He would just demolish my sermons, and I got frustrated at some point, and I went into him and I said, Pastor, look, is this wrong? And he said, no, Bryan, it's not the doctrine. That's not the problem. The problem is that your sermons need to be more practical. I heard that, and I kind of balked at it. I said, look, I'm preaching the gospel. The gospel's not practical. The law, that what God tells us to do, that's practical. But the gospel, what Christ has done, that's not practical. I was going to show him. I went back to my office, and I'm starting to write a newsletter article that says the gospel isn't practical. And I went back and I was looking through our Lutheran confessions. And the thing that came up over and over again in their discussion was the word comfort. They would say things like, this doctrine really comforts terrified sinners. That's the way that the gospel is practical. That the gospel comes to me, a sinner, really deserving God's punishment. And yet the Lord has taken all of that, all that I've done wrong, and taken it unto himself. And in place of my sin and my death and my corruption, the Lord gives me his perfection and his righteousness and his love and his mercy. And now I have a clean conscience to stand before God.